Teresa Farrell here with Camden TV Today, here with Jimmy Schubert, the Command Master Chief of the Kings Bay Naval Submarine Base, doing our next section of Military Matters. We are here to discuss, actually kind of follow up on what we discussed last segment with the DEFY program. Jimmy, would you kindly elaborate?
Hey, thanks, Kelly. I brought two of my favorite friends with me. I got Brandon Williams to my right, and I got Courtney Rodgers to my left. And both of them went through the DEFY program. And DEFY means Drug Education for Youth. Is that right? It's right? Okay. But but what I brought these guys on for today is so that we could actually spend some time talking a little bit about what they learned, what was fun, and would they be willing to come back. So Brandon, what did you learn from the DEFY program in the 8 days that you were there? What was the two things that picked out at you?
I had learned different things about drugs that I hadn't learned in school. About the grades that I've been through, they haven't taught us that. The things that we learned in DEFY, I haven't seen some of the places that we've been to. So it's nice to. We went to the wet trainer down in Mayport, and that was fun. It was a simulation of a sinking ship. You had to plug up the holes, so that was fun.
So you had to kind of learn how to work as a team and formulate a team and become proficient at trying to clog the holes up to make sure that we could stop all the water from coming in, and working with one another, with the other DEFY students to get there, right? And that did you learn any of that while you were there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what are some of the things that you learned, Courtney?
I've learned that some of the drugs, some new drugs, what their nicknames are, and I've learned how to say no more confident, and I've enjoyed this, and I wouldn't mind coming back next year.
And this is a program designed, it's an 8-day program, Teresa, that causes us to, it started on a Wednesday and it ended on a Friday. And what we did is we put together, it's a fully funded federal program that we have here on the base. We had 30 students involved in it. We met with all the families beforehand so the moms and dads knew what they were going to be going through. We had different events signed up, but they were all team building, confidence building, learning how to deal with people on a one-to-one basis. They learned about many things, such as how to say no. It wasn't no. It didn't cover their mouth. They weren't, when it comes to talking about drugs. And at the end of it, they put a skit together, and to figure out, to show us exactly, to walk us through each of the days. And they had a piece of each of day in their skit, which I thought was kind of cool. And they did it with all the kids, and it didn't matter if they were 12 years old or if they were 9 years old. They all were together. And so Courtney, will you tell us a little bit about your skit?
Me and Brandon were in the same skit, and Emily, she was the schoolgirl that came from school every day, and she had two spies, which were Micah, and she wanted to pressure Emily into drugs. So Emily said no confidently, and Brad and Gavin, were the police officers, came and saved her.
So you saved my daughter. That's wonderful. I appreciate you doing that. So these are some of the things that we talked about this summer, and it's a great program. We had a great experience with our families. I think everybody that went through it had a wonderful time. Every day when I came to pick up the kids or saw the kids during the day, there was never an unhappy face. And they did things like do colors in the morning. They raised and lowered the flag together as a team, and they just continue to build on that. And the neat thing about this program is it's not just 8 days and it's over, that they actually meet once a month now for the next year, up until May of next year, so that they continue to build these relationships with the folks that they went through the program with. So at the end of the day, this is a solid program, but it doesn't stop when it was over. It continues throughout the year, and then we bring these guys back as junior mentors next year to help the next set of group coming in. So I believe that this is a wonderful program. It was great. These two great individuals, they're great Americans in my view, and I appreciate everything that you guys did, and thanks so much for both of you coming out and helping me out with this today. Okay, so thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jimmy, for coming out and joining us with the follow-up. Thank you guys for coming out and playing and staying alive with the program, coming back as mentors. That speaks volumes for the two of you. Thank you for joining us, and keep watching Camden TV Today.